Hi, I'm Alden, and I'm a student of Twin Flame Ascension School and Life Purpose class with Jeff and Shalia. And today I have a reading just for you for the second half of July and some of the astrological occurrences that are happening. So what I have is a few cards, and they're all related to chronologically what's going on for your twin flame journey. So there's going to be some hints to your romance, in your union, and perhaps to your life purpose. So just stay tuned till the end so you get to see through all the cards, and they're all shuffled on the table, so we're going to find out what they are together. And today I have one Crystal Angels Oracle card by Doreen Virtue as kind of the overarching theme that I've put in the middle. And then I have three cards that are going to help us go deeper into the theme of Mercury going direct in Cancer and Chiron going retrograde in Aries, and also the Sun is moving into Leo July 2nd. So anyways, this is the deck for those, and then I have Nature's Whispers. I'm trying to keep it away from that candle. It's a really pretty candle, but it is hot. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start with the middle card so that we can really see the overarching theme for the last 2 weeks of July related to your twin flame journey. And we have Ametrine, and it says balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Well, if you're familiar with the twin flame concept, you may know that one twin flame is the divine masculine and one twin flame is the divine feminine. And sometimes you have to get really clear on who you are to be able to actually love your twin flame fully. You may have blocks to loving the divine masculine that are very extreme, or to the divine feminine, or that are more subtle, or some of both that you pick up along your life here on earth and then over lifetimes as well. So this is about just fully releasing what isn't serving you energetically, and also getting in touch with your twin flame inside of your heart and going deeper with who you are, exploring yourself as the divine feminine or the divine masculine. And if you're still figuring out which one you are, you can always go deeper into that exploration, and all that it's going to really lead you to is compassion and love either way for both energies. So it's not going to hurt you to do that. And the last half of July is really focused on what I would say fully loving your twin flame and the energy that they bring to the table, by also fully exploring and loving yourself. So you can just do both of these things in a balanced way, as this card speaks to the balance too. So just if you're feeling an upset about your twin flame, of course, do the mirror exercise, but also it may mean it's really time to focus your energy back on you and going deeper with that self-exploration. And sometimes, if you really have really cultivated that, you feel peaceful there, then you can really go deeper with, loving your twin flame for who they are and respecting that energy and releasing any of their, kind of their part that you're trying to hold on to and control, so that you can relax into who you are. So the last thing I would say about the overarching theme is it's all about relaxing into who you are and surrendering to that. And no one can really, no one can tell or reveal that to you. It has to be something that you can relax into, right? If you can't put on a shoe that's 3 sizes too small and try to run a marathon. So you're just going to naturally find out more deeply who you are, and it also just goes to expressing yourself authentically. Like, no two women and no two men are exactly alike, right? So regardless of being the divine masculine or the divine feminine, you also are going to have your very unique way of expressing yourself, and that's very attractive to your twin flame because you and them create one, right? So like you're both expressing one consciousness together. So they recognize that and they love it. So that's really cool. So then we're gonna start off with the first thing that's happening, which is Chiron is in Aries and it's retrograding. So Chiron is the wounded healer cosmic body, and it's really all about like exploring the wounds that you have around themes that are related to Aries. So Aries is very much about confidence and passion, that fiery energy. They love usually to, that Aries energy loves to be the center of attention. In some ways, I guess, similar to Leo. But anyway, what's going on with Chiron going retrograde in Aries is going into those places where your confidence has felt wounded, or your passion. So like places where you may feel like it's dangerous to express or to be passionate, to be in love is what I'm saying. And so like any kinds of blocks you have to romance with your twin flame. So we're going to go deeper into that right now. So the first card is, that's nice, the Lovers, Archangel Raphael. So intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So this is really speaking to an abundance of your like physical self, an abundance of feeling good about your physical self. When it says good health, that also indicates that part. And then of course that is like really magnetizing to your twin flame on a deeper level. And so it is about, this is like the union card of the deck is really the Lovers, and this is like the ultimate twin flame card of the Angel Tarot deck. And it's really like, if you can pinpoint during this time, and if I didn't mention it, it's July 11th that this is the day that it goes retrograde, and then it will, be retrograde for a while. Chiron, and so if you can really pinpoint those places of hurt around passion and feeling comfortable relaxing into having those kinds of desires and feelings for your twin flame on a ever more deep level, and harmonizing that within yourself, you're gonna see results in some way in your physical reality. And of course this very well could be like directly related to you and your twin flame union, and I would say like kind of everything in your life is related to that too. And it could also speak to like life purpose, feelings of wellness, but something noticeable. You should like have something noticeable shifting. So let's move on to the next card. The next card is Nature's Whispers, and it's vulnerability. So that wounded healer and going deeper with, and when I say wounded healer, in truth the healer is not wounded, so that's why like it's all about transcending that. But vulnerability is very important on this journey, and vulnerability is actually power, because attack is not real. So when you're willing to go to those places where you have felt attacked before and to heal them with self-love, and I of course like recommend any of Jeff and Shalia's products. Like Romance Attraction could be a really good thing to put on during this time, for instance. And you're gonna have good results doing that, because you're putting in the spiritual work. And you have to trust, right? You can't like do the spiritual work and love yourself to try to get something, because it's not really unconditional love, is it? So just accept that, and like light that like bright lantern into those places where, like I said, you still have a wall up, and become vulnerable in that place. And also, again, related probably to something around passion, being seen and being heard, and also confidence. So somewhere where your confidence could really be healed. So you can also pay extra attention to perhaps your solar plexus chakra during this time, just as a tip. So let's move on to Mercury going direct in Cancer. So Mercury's been retrograde. That's like always, a thing, right? And so it's nice to have that refreshing feeling of kind of a little more forward momentum from that in communication. And it's in Cancer, so things around family and the home, and who's like, the most closest one to you ever. Well, that would be your twin flame, right? So something with that as well. And we have competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. Oh, and by the way, this is happening right around the same time as the last astrological thing going on, phenomenon, I guess it's a nicer word than thing. Anyways, so that would be July 12th. And this just really speaks to, okay, like you've had all of these things, these like kinds of issues, and maybe haven't had clarity with how to like bring everything together. And so now you can fully look at the places where there is a little bit of a clashing energy, and you can actually bring healing and peace there, especially by, after the that first theme that we just went over. So just don't be afraid to feel into where things are clashing. That's like, it's not anything to fear. It's actually a really good thing to be aware of. And this is going to help bring you deeper into your life purpose. And of course, like into harmonizing your union as well. So 5 of fire. Yeah, and 5 to me is very much about change and self-expression too. Then we have, be your best self always. Beautiful. So yeah, just doing things from a place of integrity and doing your best, like not being hard on yourself. Like, because when you're hard on yourself, sometimes you're actually not, you're probably not setting yourself up for success. You're actually, you're taking from yourself by being hard on yourself. So that's not you being your best self. So definitely discipline yourself to yourself if you feel that there's that feeling, and it really speaks to going deeper with the card I just pulled about the competing goals. So what this kind of says to me is the competing goals are really something going on within yourself, and there is no conflict of interest. So just take a moment really quick to take a deep breath in and out, and remember that there's no conflict within you. So you can truly choose to release that. And being your best self is easy. You don't need to do anything extra, right? Like you're already created perfect. So just go back to that remembering, to that knowing, and to that feeling. And from that place, you can really move forward with Mercury again going direct in Cancer. And you can also put your best foot forward in your home situation. If you need to spruce things up, or if you need to really tend to some even deeper feelings within your union, and check yourself with how you're feeling about your twin flame on a more attuned level. Yeah, so that feels complete there. And just give a little close up. So pretty. Okay, so let's move on to the last theme, and that would be the sun moving into Leo, and that is happening on June 22nd. So that's cool. That's a really nice, pivotal. Did I just say June 22nd? July 22nd. It's like, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's a really nice pivotal point in the summer, because it really is kind of like that tipping, it feels like kind of that halfway point where like that energy of like liquid sunshine's really coming out. So the first card we have, ooh, I love this card. Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So this is really about like being seen in your partnership with God. So don't be afraid of how much you love the universe, how much you love God, source, however you like to refer to the divine, to your creator. And don't be afraid to go into that deeper partnership with God in manifesting your desires. Like, you have to go all in if you really want to bring forth what it is that you desire, because if you have one foot in and one foot out, it's just very hard for that to really come to full fruition, because you're really saying to the universe, like, I'm not ready, or yeah, like kind of just this holding off energy. And don't worry, because if you're not quitting and you're not giving up on yourself, you're doing a good job already, and you can give yourself a pat on the back right now. So good job for that. But now go deeper into those places where you just haven't fully committed in some way. And a lot of times this is something that really only you and God can, fully see, because you can try to lie to yourself, but you can't really you can't lie to yourself about what it is that you desire deep down. And of course you may you do need assistance, in clearing blocks so that you can truly see that. But yeah, it's just something, like, it is a feeling within you. So it's safe to go deeper into that feeling and know that you're gonna be rewarded, and following your heart, essentially. And yeah, just go deeper if you're unsure with, if you're, let's say, following your heart in the right direction. And yeah, choose to receive support. And again, yeah, the word commit just keeps coming up. And be open about how you're committing. Leo is very much about being in the spotlight, and creative expression too. So it also speaks to committing to yourself, to expressing yourself, and to nurturing your inner child who wants to come out and be seen and adored. So that would be the last thing I would say on that card. And Infinite Blessings. Well, this is just a beautiful card to end on. And I mean, it's just, to me, God saying, bless your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. You're on the right track. And it's safe to share where you're at with other people. It's safe to be seen for who you are. Hiding who you are is not attractive to your twin flame, even though ego will try to tell you everything, to try to get you to not be yourself, because you're already created so perfectly. So it's just about being completely perfect. So that is the end of this reading's Infinite Blessings to your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. And definitely check out the other videos on this channel, and share, and subscribe to this channel so you get notified. And if you'd like to work with me, check out the link below as well. And stay tuned for more awesome videos. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of July. Bye.